How are we feeling about this draft?
I feel very good about the G2 side of it, actually, because even though, yeah, that is not like the most magic damage, I think it's enough magic damage.
Okay. Channel here on the recall, staying far enough away, but Eris will still interrupt that back as Elio jumps in. Gleaming Clue over the wall, finds a target though. They're going to interrupt the recall of Hans Sama. Levi is here. Hans does have summoner spells available to try to get away from this one. Barrier is in. The feathers don't hit it. First blood goes over to Elio. Levi flashes forward to try to confirm it.
Now preying on the reset, even with Mountain Drake being fairly tanky. Burning it down nicely.
I mean, Mountain Drake is tanky to most junglers, but most junglers are also not a Nunu, so I feel like that should be pretty easy business there for Skewmon.
And a fairly common Nunu build is the Leandries into full tank.
Ooh.
Trying to go mess around with him, of course, with a spell book.
Stealing the enemy red buff. Meanwhile, they're in the heads of Artemis and Elio. Now Broken Blade is in danger. Levi making his way up here. They know the Ambessa does not have the ulti to try to outplay this. It's going to give him the opportunity. Broken Blade there with the flash away. Kiaya gets his kill. GAM, 2-0 on the board.
Levi and Kiaya, the GAM duo of the ages here. They find the kill onto Broken Blade. It's under tower. They're denying minions as well. The answer on the opposite side. The response after the red buff steal.
Oh, Elio trying to stop him here. Lebrov is down to 100 HP. Feet of Warfare going to be claimed now by GAM as they get themselves an outplay in a 2v3. They shoot down Lebrov and they slam the brakes on G2's play.
There, the successful play from GAM up on the top side as well. Now mid.
Lebrov getting charmed, but it's only the clone. Real one gets knocked up into the air, but Eris is taking a ton of damage here from Caps. Levi tries to go back in, but the Pop Blossom manages a catch. Levi in some danger, and Lebrov knocks him down.
G2 trying to put a stop to that Gantom very quickly because this is going to lead right into the grubs as well. Caps getting instant value on top of it.
Caps trying to dive between turrets for the kill onto Eris, wants to get the reset, will end up getting the explosive charge detonation to bring this game back to near even gold.
When in doubt for G2 Flowers, where do you go? You go to mid lane.
You go to Caps.
Go play around mid lane. They go mid and everything just gets better.
It means Levi doesn't have the confidence to really fight Skewmon for this buff. He ends up losing out on that one. And now we've got Lebrov and Hans up here looking to make the kill happen onto Kiaya. Bullet time, Pop Blossom, Snowball, the whole kitchen sink.
Side of the swap. Can Artemis and Elio put as much pressure? They're getting teleported on. That's why Broken Blade is staying under here.
Yeah, Broken Blade knows he has the public execution if he wants to try to make something happen here, but they burst him down before he can do anything about it. Caps should be able to get one back here onto Elio with the explosive charge there. No amount of shielding is going to save him from that. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, Caps teleports in, tries to correct the situation.
Take down the tier 1 turret, but G2 is doing the same thing down here in the bottom lane. The grubs, it's 3 for the side of G2. They are burning through it faster. GAM still trying to get it.
Explosive.
It's a full race for the first turret, but it goes over to GAM, and they'll earn the boots with it.
Woohoo! Nice little race there. They do get that upgraded boots here for GAM, but G2 have taken the gold lead. And again, it is a recipe they have found success with. Huge gold lead, the majority on Caps. Difference this time around, Kiaya. The star here for GAM on his Jax. Can he carry?
Kiaya with the 40 farm lead over Broken Blade. An even stronger advantage than the plus 30 that Caps has in the mid lane there. Now Kiaya dodging away from the public execution, but Broken Blade's got Caps. Kiaya's not getting away from that one. He even wastes the flash on the exit to the fight. Individually, overall, it's about that much the other direction for G2. Hans Sama getting caught out by Eris, but Elio is too slow on the follow-up, so they can't get anything, and that just means low HP. But now Caps in danger. Levi over the wall. Caps jumps to safety. 2,000 gold between them, just in plates. Like you said earlier, it's been so much pushing, so much shoving waves, so much collecting plates, and now G2 are also going to grab themselves the Rift Herald. G2 have 3 grubs.
More solo gold, solo turret gold. Caps trying to move in, but they've taken over the jungle, and they do get what they came for. GAM with the force play. It's going to take Broken Blade a while to push in on top side. G2, they've got Broken Blade on the tower up there, and he's going to get it.
This means for GAM, you've got to make sure you get this Drake. If you're already giving away the top lane tier 1, you've got to get what you came for on the other side of the map. And they will be able to force G2 back for now. Elio goes in for a quick knock up there onto LeBron, but Skewmond rolling the snowball down towards the pit. Not going to matter. He's already too late. And some kind of an answer here. Kiaya has the teleport. He's down to the bottom lane, but Otacon is already down to 40% HP. Levi and Elio walking up, scaring G2 back. Eris ready to join. Already using one Spirit Rush. Finds a charm into Hans Sama, putting the pressure onto the AD carry, but LeBron is coming around from the side, looking to find the Pop Blossom. Otacon stolen away by GAM. Hans Sama with the flash over the wall, staying alive. Kiaya looking to chase him down. It's Otacon plus a kill over to GAM, but what about Elio? He gets himself back away. Broken Blade exhausted, having to retreat now too. GAM find a fight, they find an angle, they find what they needed. Eris moving top again to deal with Broken Blade on the Ambessa, who is having his roughest game so far of the series. Caps gets stunned as he tries to jump back over the wall. Kiaya on the hunt, looking for the Tristana, but Buster Shot is a great disengage mechanism. Problem is, here's Levi, the captain, gets it done as Eris continues his retreat away from LeBron and Hans Sama. The last remaining charge of the Spirit Rush is enough to get him to safety, but now it's G2 again, looking for pressure onto a tier 2 turret. GAM taking the tier 1 over in mid lane at the same time. Skewmon rolls a snowball up to see if maybe he can psych him out a little bit, but GAM is undeterred. Levi and Artemis do a lot of damage to this turret very quickly. This time around, Kobe, this is the difference. If G2 are getting a tier 2 top, GAM is getting a tier 2 mid. They're not allowing G2 to out macro them.
Yeah, the dynamic duo of this team. All right, Caps though, he wants revenge. And Eris, his Ahri ultimate isn't quite up. A couple of seconds left on it. He's getting chunked so far down.
Oh, I think Skewmon might just explode him. Yeah, okay, Caps was there, but he didn't need to be. Skewmon, nice job there finding the pick.
Yeah, G2, they make the call. You're going to be over by Dragon, so we'll make the side lane play on the other side of the map to get some gold back. That gold goes into Nunu, though, and that gold just kind of funds the dead man's plate. So not too big of an investment. They go for the teleport play. Can they make the pincer happen?
Yeah, they're going for the TP now as Caps has to rocket jump away to the very edge of the fight. Broken Blade wants to go in and he gets into the very back of the fight, but Hans Sama's already down. Broken Blade having to run away. Kiaya chasing further after the remaining targets. Lebrov trying to get a little bit of extra distance, flashes away from the charm of Eris. Hans is down, and now we'll see what else GAM can get from it. Elio walking into Broken Blade. Caps looking for the opportunity here on Artemis. The feathers are recalled, but they don't find the right target. Lebrov is picked off. GAM with another one. A 5v3 on the map.
And for Eris, his most played is Ahri. Artemis and Elio, both of them most played there for the split.
And Hans Sama, the target again as GAM go in, exhaust onto the MF, immediately followed up with the damage from the Xayah, and with Hans out of the picture, new targets remain. Lebrov, Pop Blossom will only mark his own grave. Double kill for Eris, set up by the bottom lane. GAM feeling good about this one. Levi ticks level 15 as GAM head over to the Baron pit. G2, they're recognizing it. They're going to take the consolation prize of the mid lane tier 1 turret. But Mr. Kobe, I will tell you what, I will take that trade every day of the week.
Yes, you certainly will, and you will like it. Broken Blade going to try. Wow, they're actually going to get quite a few towers here.
Now this trade is a little bit more dicey as they take the tier 2s in both mid and bottom. Keep pushing now. Caps and Skewmon, though, both heading up here. Eris wants to finish this off, but it may cost his life.
Good ward. The ward sees them on the rotation over.
Nice
Eris
job.
Pays respect.
And Levi, that's a lot of extra money if you let G2 pick these up. Skewmon, though, what?
Delivery!
The hell was that?
That was a speed delivery.
Okay, not exactly sure what went down there, as GAM now going to use the redemption to heal up. And they've got Kiaya and the bottom lane pushing towards the tier 2 turret as Eris applies the pressure back over in mid. GAM force down the tier 2 in bottom lane, back up to a 4,500 gold lead. They've got themselves 3 Ocean Drakes with 2.5 minutes until the Soulwood spawn. GAM continuing to push these waves forward. It's a 5v4 for the next 15 seconds, and GAM are going in. The dive coming out from Elio into the back line, looking for the kills here, as they've already killed Caps. He's down. Lebrov will go with him. Hans tries to fire back, but there's not a lot you can do when Kiaya's already got a triple kill. GAM GAM! Smack him right in the mouth!
When all the pressure is on, GAM stands tall. They get another team fight. They're facing elimination. They get the kills, they teleport back, and they're looking for G2's Nexus.
They are looking for the end. They are looking for game 4. Skummon's back alive. Hans is still standing, but they're the only two. Skummon wanted to channel the ulti, but they won't let him do it. Now the first Nexus turret is already dead. Kiaya finding his way to Hans. Sama here in the back. Levi goes on a killing spree. Skummon goes straight into the graveyard. Lebrov's alive, but who cares? That's support Nico, and that's GAM taking us to game 4.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.